What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916. Welcome back to episode 3 of MLB 19, the show, Road to the Show. Today, we are taking on the Montgomery Biscuits in Game 2 of the opening series of the 2019 AA season. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday afternoon. It's a great day to watch a YouTube video, I think, right? Actually, the weather's pretty good here, so it's more of a better day to get outside and enjoy that. But it's also a great day to do this. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning here, down 3-1. I'm just going to be fouling off a pitch. As you saw, I struck out in my first at-bat. And then in this at-bat, I'm going to work the count to 0-1. Flash forward later in the at-bat, it's now 2-2. And I'm going to just hit a little chopper. That one's going to get just past second base, where I'm going to eventually be out because the shortstop's going to have good range getting that one. Next at bat in the bottom of the 6th. Look at that. The score is now 5-3. We've taken the lead and made a big comeback. I'm going to get a good pitch to hit. Swing good timing, but unfortunately, just getting under it a little bit and popping it straight out. So at this point, 0-for-3 in this game with a strikeout of ground and a pop out, and that's all it'll be. Just 3 at-bats in this one, and we win 5-4. So not a great game for me, but we do win, which is obviously important. We'll head to our next game, once again against Montgomery. As you can see, Chattanooga Lookouts 2-0. Good start to the season for our team, which is hopefully something that we can continue a little bit as the year goes on. Top of the first, 2 outs, 2-2 count. I'm going to be in the outfield, going to my left to make this one. I'll settle under it and patiently wait for the ball and make a routine catch for the out. Good to see the fielding continuing to go well. No fielding errors or anything as of this point. Bottom of the 2nd inning, I'm going to get my first at bat, 2 outs and a 1-2 count. I'm going to get a fastball, and I swing way late on that one. That one just blew by me, and unfortunately it's going to be a strikeout. So, bottom of the 4th is my next at bat. We got a runner on first here. 2 outs and a 1-1 count now, and I'm going to line this one. I hit this one well, but it's right to the second baseman. He bobbles it, throws it to first, and a good pick by the first baseman to reach his hand way up there to make that catch. So I am retired on a ground out. Top of the 6th inning, I'm in the outfield here. It's going to be a deep fly ball. I got to go back for this one. I got to go way back for this one, all the way to the wall. I don't try to make the catch. It's just played off the wall. I thought that it could have been possible to try to jump and make that catch, but then again, it probably would have been an inside the park home run because there's a good chance I would have missed it. I don't know if I pushed the jump button or not. I can't remember. But there's a look at that one on the replay. As you can see, that was way back and off the wall, and I just wasn't able to get to it. So, bottom of the 6th, runners on first and second, 2-2 count, 1 out. Here's a good chance for me to drive in some runs here. Good job working the count to 2-2. That's a good at bat, and an even better job doing this, lining it down the left side all the way to the wall, and that's going to be a double. 1 run's going to score. Second runner's going to be held up at third base, but it is an RBI double, and we are able to advance our lead now to 2-0. Then in the bottom of the 7th, it's now 4-1. I got a runner on third, chance to drive him in. Line drive left field. This one is going to be caught, though, so just hit it, if anything, a little bit too hard, and I end up being retired. So it's a 1-4 game with a double and an RBI. Pretty good game, I think, overall. The strikeout was really the only bad at bat. And, 1-for-4 is not bad if you're getting a double and an RBI on your one hit. So we'll go to our next game. As you can see, we're now 3-0. Chattanooga Lookouts continuing to have a very good start to the season. And unfortunately, we're down 4-0 early on in this game. Bottom of the 2nd inning, runner on first. I'm into bat. I take a ball on the first pitch. Second pitch, I line a high fastball to left field. That one was hardly even in the zone. I'm still able to get the bat onto it, though, and hit it in the left field for a base hit. So that's a great piece of hitting right there. So far, we've seen Nelson be able to really hit anything, things out of the zone that I'm turning up for hits. Below the zone, above the zone. It seems like Nelson can hit a lot of things. Top of the 7th, though, we are down 12-0 at this point, so unfortunately it doesn't look like we're going to win this one. I got to go way back to make a catch here. I do a good job getting back almost to that deep part of the warning track at our home ballpark, and I make a good catch, so that's a good job right there. Then in the bottom of the 7th, I'm coming in to bat. First pitch of the at-bat with a runner on second, a chance to end the shutout, and I'm going to line this one on the right side, but the first baseman is able to snag it, step on first, and retire me for the out. So unfortunately, we end up losing that game. I think the final score was about 12-0. So that's it for that one. We go 1 for 3, and then the next game, we are now 3-1. Still a pretty good start to the year. Final game of the series against Montgomery Biscuits, and they're going to start off by a line drive. Runner's going to come around third. He's going to score. I try to make the throw home. It's not in time. And you know, that's something I've noticed in this year's game so far, is there's not a lot of opportunities of like base hits that are hit to you. When those are still fielding opportunities, it seems like a lot of them are, I haven't really had many of them, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's coincidence, maybe it's different in the game. But as you can see on the replay, he gets a pitch that he's just able to turn into right field for a base hit. And I did the best I could to throw it in, but that runner was just way too fast. A little bit later in the same inning, bases are loaded.
The 0-1 pitch.
0-1 count to the batter with 1 out. I'm going to get a fly ball. Now I got to throw it home. I'm able to get under it. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's going to be offline. So unfortunately, that runner's going to score. I think he would have scored anyway, though. Not much that I could have done. Montgomery is able to take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the second, though. We make it 2-1. I got a runner on third with no outs. I have a chance to drive him in. Line drive to the left side, and the third baseman's going to make a nice play snagging that one. Almost was able to tie the game there. Had that just been a ground ball, that's what would have happened. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I got another chance to drive in and tying run in the bottom of the fourth, and this time I'm going to get a base hit up the middle. That pitch was low and inside, and I turn it for a base hit. Runner comes around third, throw to the plate. There is going to be no play, and the game is tied at 2. So, great job right there. I complete one of my dynamic challenges that they gave me before the at-bat. Take a look at that pitch. That was on the low inside corner, not even in the strike zone, and I do a great piece of hitting right there. Lining it up the middle for a single. I've noticed that's one thing that's good about this game so far. You are able to take some pitches that are not in the wheelhouse and turn them for hits, as what happens in real life a lot of the time, rather than just having to wait for meatballs to get hit. So I feel like that's an improvement so far this year. We'll see, though. It's only been a couple games. I make a good play in the top of the 6th with a line drive hit to me that I catch. And then in the bottom of the 6th, we now have a 4-2 lead, and I'm up to bat, and I'm going to pop this one up. Third baseman will run back a little bit, but it's not that hard of a play for him. That was pretty high hit right there. So we'll flash forward to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 4-3. 2 outs, nobody on. It would be nice to get on base to get some insurance, but unfortunately I'm just going to chop this to the shortstop. He's going to throw it to first for the out, so I think it's 1 for 4 at this point. So, you know, overall these games haven't been bad. 1 for 3, 1 for 4 type of thing. We go to the top of the 9th, tying run on second base. And it's 4-3, 2-2 count. Fly ball to me. If I make this catch, we win the game. I get under it, make the catch, and Chattanooga starts the season at 4-1. So a pretty fantastic start to our season here in this first series. And a pretty fantastic start. I mean, not a fantastic start, but a decent start to how I've been hitting. Probably hitting around 250 average at this point, I would guess. Something like that. I mean, it's you know, I'm getting hits, I'm getting some RBIs, I'm getting some extra base hits, so we got to do a training before we finish the episode, and this one's going to actually be interesting. I'm going to go with this pitch recognition drill with teammate Gerardo Arias. So I've learned that, you know, there are new training activities in the game that we're never in, and this is one of them. As you can see, it actually shows me sitting in the batting cage on my phone playing this hand-eye coordination game, and folks, this was difficult. This was incredibly difficult. I had to get under the ball and try to hit it, and as you can see, at first I didn't know exactly what the game was supposed to be until I kind of figured it out. Some of those ones were just like barely in the zone to hit, but as you can see, I hit that one there. It was 2 minutes long, and I just had to hit as many as I could. I don't know if it gave you more points if you hit it in your hot zone. I would assume it would, but obviously not all of them were in the hot zone. Got my score up 2200 here. I think it's 100 for each okay one, and then maybe 200 for each one that you hit really well, but most of these are just okays. 10 seconds left, it started just throwing a ton of balls at me. I started doing better too. As you can see, I'm hitting most of these. And I think it's just, I got, you know, I hit 2 of those 4 right there, then another one, then another one. That was a perfect. And I'm getting up 14,900 points. I think that might have been 100 points away from the silver. So I get the bronze and 40 additional points for that performance. That was a fun game, and I feel like it actually might help me improve my hand-eye coordination. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, we'll have Series 2 of our AA season. For now, we'll see you next time. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your weekend. Peace.